I wrapped up my 100 envelope challenge last week. It was a speed challenge for me. We had done some serious curbing of our spending in the month of October to be able to put aside as much money as we could and complete the 100 envelope challenge as quickly as we could. So did do that, and I just kind of let that sit for a minute and not really worry about what I was going to do next with the money, but now ready to see how I'm going to set this money aside, and so want to share that with you. So the original amount I collected was $5,545. I did decide to go ahead and just do a split for the $5,050. So the $495, there were some things that we needed. I did go ahead and take $100 and go pick up a couple of new clothes items. I then took $115 and used that for a day out over the weekend with my kids. We went out for lunch, we went to a movie, just kind of relaxed, had a Starbucks, did all the things that we've kind of been holding off on doing. So I do have $280 remaining. And that's what I have over here tucked away. So this is just money that I'm probably going to put in some cash flow over the next couple of weeks. Maybe some sinking fund spending that I need to do. So that's where that money is going to go. Oh, where that leaves me is I would love to take this whole amount and just say, well, this is my month ahead money now, but I'm not going to do that. I would love to put it all towards Christmas. Wouldn't that be fun? We could all go to Hawaii or something. That would be wonderful. But I'm not going to do that either. So I'm going to think both practically in terms of helping us out as much as I can, as well as leave a little bit of room for fun and enjoyment and Christmas spirit this year. So this is what we are going to do. The biggest item on my list is my debt. Now, I know there's a couple theories out there, one of them being put everything that you possibly can towards debt. Don't worry about anything else and just do that. I'm probably in a camp that a lot of other people are in, that I think there needs to be some sort of balance in all of that. If all the money goes towards debt and we have an emergency, something serious comes up, or even just something not so serious comes up, there's no money that is going to be available for that. So I also don't have credit cards or access to credit, so it's really leaves you with not a lot of options. So that I'm not going to be putting all the money towards debt. What I will tell you is that in the month of September, when I did try to make a debt, negotiate one of my collections, they actually refused. I had 2 different companies refuse me in negotiating anything, and so they wanted the full amount. So, I think I'm just going to go ahead and put the full amount on one of those debts so that I can clear at least one of them. It'll then only leave me with a handful of debts that I need to deal with, and I feel like that will put me in a good place to become debt-free, hopefully by mid-2023. So that's the first thing that we're going to do is $1,200 towards debt. Okay, the next thing that I want to do is I do want to put money towards Christmas. So We do have 4 children in our lives. I have 2 children and my partner has 2 adult children. So we would like to go ahead and set the money aside for them this Christmas. We will be taking $1,000 and splitting it between the 4 of them, so each person will get $250. It's not a lot, but I think that it will go a long way to just starting out the new year for all of them in a different kind of way. So that is the next thing that we are going to do. Okay. Now, the next thing that I want to take a look at is my monthly bills. So on my budget with me, I am putting $2,000 towards my monthly bills. I'm doing that trying to get a little bit ahead on those bills. Ideally, I would like to have it so that I've paid 1 month in advance. Now that kind of goes in line with my thinking about having the funds for this month paying for the following month. But this makes sure that that money is already gone, it's out of view, it's taken care of already, and that's where it's going to go. So these 6 different bills, I've got electricity, our phone bills, the internet bill that I have for my mother, our internet bill, our water bill, and then our house payments. So all of those add up to $1,790. The electricity bill has been trending on the higher side, but this month, because we've been paying a little bit extra, my electricity this month due is now $350. The phone bill is at $400, and our water bill is at $60. So things are coming down in that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put $1,000 towards our bills this month, an extra $1,000. So what that's going to mean is I should be able to actually get all of them 1 month ahead with that extra $1,000. So instead of putting $2,000 towards our bills this month, we're going to put $3,000 towards our bills. And so that is the next item that we're going to do with our 100 envelope challenge. Okay. Now that takes us down to my winter is coming. I do think that that is my highest priority sinking fund. Winter is right around the corner here. It actually already snowed today. And that's actually pretty late for us in the season for it to be snowing. No complaints for me because I absolutely hate the winter. When I was in high school, I moved to San Diego and then I moved to Las Vegas. And so whatever Canadian blood was running through my veins disappeared when I was sitting on the beach in San Diego. So I do not like winter time. And so we're going to put $500 towards winter is coming. And that just creates a little bit of a buffer for us in dealing with anything related to that. So things that we may pull some of that money for are rising energy costs. Could even be that we just need a new winter jacket or something like that, or somebody in the family does, that we need extra money towards taxis if we get a lot of snowstorms and we can't do public transit, that kind of thing. That's where I'm going to be focusing my winter is coming. So that leaves us with $1,350. That $1,350 is going to go into our emergency fund. When I first did this, I thought that, maybe I would put half of it towards an emergency fund, but I do think that it's important that we set aside some money for different things like the Christmas, and to get that start on the bills is almost like putting it towards emergency, because it's just dealing with, if anything were to come up, that means that we would have a buffer in that area. But I do think that it works out better for us to split it out a little bit differently. So that's what I am going. Okay, I'm having a super hard time explaining this. This is the 3rd time that I'm trying to get it out. I do have a blessing fund. The blessing fund is money, extra money that I came across when I was filling up my 100 envelope challenge that was actually not needed for the challenge. And I said in that video that I was going to use it for blessings, and that's what I'm going to do. I've taken 200 of that and I have set it aside for either individuals who are local to me or individuals within the budgeting community that I just want to reach out and thank and encourage in different ways. But I also have $90 left. And with that $90, I would like to have a moment in a video each week where I'm asking for a specific comment to be in the comment section, as well as for you to select an Etsy shop that you would like to support. So if your comment is selected by the random comment picker, then I will reach out to that Etsy shop about one of their digital downloads that you request. Make sure that it works out for the Etsy shop, that we do it that way. I will purchase the digital download. I will send it to you. I will also purchase a second copy for myself, and I will showcase that on my channel, whether that's for 2023 challenges or something else. So in order for this to work, I do need you to follow whatever the direction is for the specific comment. This week, I'm asking what you would do with a completed 100 envelope savings challenge. What would you do with that money? And then if you can also comment an Etsy store that you would like to support. It can even be your own Etsy store. I have no problem with that at all whatsoever. So if your comment is chosen, I will reach out to you. I will get the information in terms of what digital download you would like to receive. That digital download can cost up to $10. And I will purchase one for you, and I will also purchase one for myself, and I will showcase that Etsy shop on my channel. So it all sounds very confusing, but I think it's going to work as long as I am able to reach out to those Etsy shops and get their permission to download something on somebody else's behalf, but still be paying the appropriate price for it, because I know that can get a little concerning if digital downloads are being downloaded and shared. So I do need to get the permission first. Anyways, this week, with all that being said, just asking, what would you do with a completed 100 envelope challenge? You can do whatever you like. If you want to go to Hawaii, please go to Hawaii. If you want to buy Wagyu beef, please buy Wagyu beef. Whatever it is that comes to mind that you would do, I would love to see what that is. So that's what's going to happen over the next couple days. I am going to be returning this money to the bank. I am a little concerned about what looks I am going to receive as all these bills come in. This will be the first time that I'm doing like a massive bill return to the bank. So I'm super curious if anybody has had weird responses from the bank when you walk in with a big wad of cash. I have had weird looks when I withdraw big wads of cash. I won't lie about that. So let's see what happens when we take this back. Just want to thank you for all your kind words and your support, hanging in there with me through my very emotional journey. Yeah, it was something else. I'm glad that I'm kind of back to some sort of reasonable state today.